Classroom scene. Teacher hands out test papers. Daniel's face sinks. Another big red F on top. Teacher shakes head in disappointment. Daniel looks around, sees classmates smirking. Montage of different tests. Math, history, science. All failures. Principal meets Daniel in office, sighs deeply. Phone call made to Mr. Harrison, his billionaire father. Father arrives, sharp business suit, cold demeanor. Father slams report cards on desk. You're a disgrace to my name. Daniel looks down, silent. Father storms out, ignoring his son's teary eyes. Daniel walks through hallway, shoulders slumped. Students laugh. Billionaire's dumb son. Daniel hides in bathroom, punches mirror. A single tear falls down his cheek. That evening, school almost empty. Daniel sits alone in classroom, defeated. Sound of a mop swishing the floor. Mr. Lewis, 60, black janitor, humble but wise, enters. He hums softly while cleaning. Daniel mutters, "You wouldn't understand." Mr. Lewis pauses, studies the boy. "Try me, Daniel. I fail at everything. My father hates me." Mr. Lewis leans on mop, calm smile. "You're not failing. You're learning the wrong way." Daniel frowns, confused. Mr. Lewis pulls a small notebook from pocket. "This helped me raise 3 kids on my own." He writes one word, focus. Daniel stares at it. "But I study. I just can't remember." Mr. Lewis chuckles. Studying isn't about cramming. It's about understanding. He draws a simple diagram. Mr. Lewis explains, "Break big problems into small steps." He shows Daniel a math problem, simplifies it. Daniel tries, gets it wrong. Mr. Lewis encourages, "Try again." Slowly, Daniel breathes, solves correctly. Daniel breathes, solves correctly. His eyes widen in surprise. I did it." Mr. Lewis nods proudly. That's the secret. Small steps. Daniel feels hope for first time. Montage begins. Daniel meeting Mr. Lewis nightly. Working through homework together. Janitor uses cleaning supplies to explain concepts. Bucket of water equals fractions. Broomsticks equals geometry angles. Clock hands equals time calculations. Daniel laughs for first time in weeks. Mr. Lewis smiles warmly. A bond forms. Daniel studies late night, lamp glowing. He whispers Mr. Lewis's mantra, small steps. He solves practice questions. First success, small test, improved grade. Teacher surprised. Well done, Daniel. Classmates glance in shock. Daniel smiles shyly. Montage of progress. Writing notes in neat structure. Reading aloud in library. Mr. Lewis correcting mistakes. Encouraging words. Daniel stops playing video games at night. Focused studying replaces laziness. He starts tutoring a struggling classmate. Classmate thanks him. Daniel realizes he has value. Midterm exam arrives. Daniel takes deep breath. He recalls janitor's voice. One step at a time. Teacher hands back papers. Daniel sees a big A dash on top. He gasps, eyes wet. Teacher pats his shoulder. Classmate whispers, "No way." Principal smiles. Daniel runs to janitor's room. Mr. Lewis polishing floor. Looks up. Daniel hugs him tight. "I did it because of you." Mr. Lewis chuckles. "No, son, because of you." Father summoned to school. Principal shows him improved grades. Father shocked, speechless. Sees son smiling for first time. Later, father confronts janitor. "You taught my boy." Mr. Lewis nods respectfully. Father extends hand. Rare moment of humility. "Thank you." Daniel gives speech at school assembly. "I failed every test until someone taught me how to see differently." Mr. Lewis watching from back, proud. Students cheer, inspired. Daniel's confidence grows. Montage years later. Daniel in college, top of class. Visiting Mr. Lewis in retirement. Bringing him a gift. A gold-plated notebook with word focus. Daniel smiles. "Your secret changed my life." Final shot. Janitor and students sitting together, laughing. Fade out with text. Sometimes, the greatest teachers aren't in classrooms. Early morning. Mansion gates open. Daniel's luxury car exits. Camera pans across Billionaire's house. Marble floors, chandeliers, silence. Daniel sits at breakfast table. Untouched food in front of him. His father reads newspaper, ignoring him. Mother sighs, worried glance, but stays quiet. Daniel clutches school bag, hesitant. Chauffeur opens door for him. No words exchanged. Car rides silent, only ticking clock sound. Daniel looks out window at kids walking to public school. He envies their laughter and freedom. At school, classmates gossip behind his back. He's rich but dumb. Teacher rolls eyes as Daniel stumbles during oral test. Chalkboard filled with equations. Daniel stares blankly. His notebook messy, scribbled notes everywhere. Teacher shakes head. Hopeless. Principal calls Daniel into office again. Warning letter placed in front of him. You might not graduate. Daniel feels sick, anxiety visible. Bell rings. He avoids cafeteria crowd. Eats sandwich alone under staircase. Sees classmates laughing, showing off grades. His hand clenches into fist. Phone buzzes. Message from father. Don't embarrass me. Daniel's face falls further. He tries studying in library, head on desk. Words blur on page. Nothing sticks. Librarian shakes head. Whispers. Such a shame. Daniel's eyes bloodshot from sleepless night. He writes on notebook. Failure. Rips page angrily. Trash can overflows with crumpled papers. Other students walk by whispering. Daniel hides tears behind hood. Montage of continued failures. Teachers marking papers with red ink. Daniel burying face in hands. Cafeteria tray knocked over by bully. Food spills. Laughter echoes. Daniel storms out, holding back anger. Lockers slam around him. His own locker covered with graffiti. Dumb rich boy. He scratches it off with trembling hands. Classroom again, another F. Students snicker loudly. Daniel whispers to himself, I hate my life. Bell rings. Everyone leaves. Daniel stays behind an empty class. Empty hallway. Echo of footsteps. Daniel rests head on desk, eyes closed. A broom sweeps softly in distance. Janitor humming gospel tune. Daniel mutters, just leave me alone. Mr. Lewis smiles. Sometimes talking helps. Daniel, you wouldn't understand. Mr. Lewis, son, I've cleaned these halls 30 years. I've seen it all. Daniel looks up, surprised. Mr. Lewis sits across, wipes sweat with rag. Grades don't define you. How you face failure does. Daniel frowns. Easy for you to say. Mr. Lewis pulls small notebook, edges worn. He flips pages filled with quotes and drawings. He circles a word. Focus. This word saved me. Daniel leans closer. What do you mean? Mr. Lewis, break it down. Follow one course until successful. Daniel repeats slowly. Follow one course until successful. Janitor smiles. Exactly. He grabs chalk, writes on board. Simple math equation. Daniel sighs. I'll fail. Mr. Lewis, try one step. Daniel reluctantly picks chalk. Writes half, messes up. Mr. Lewis nods. Good. Now try again. Daniel erases, retries slowly. Gets closer. Mr. Lewis claps softly. See? You're learning. Daniel cracks, small smile. Janitor explains, using mop handle. Fractions. Half a mop, half a problem. Daniel laughs unexpectedly. Never thought of it like that. Mr. Lewis. Life is about perspective. Bell chimes, nightfall outside. Daniel walks home whispering, follow one course. Next day, Daniel seeks Janitor. Finds him fixing light bulb. Can you teach me more? Mr. Lewis smiles, nods. Evening study sessions begin. Daniel sits on floor. Janitor draws on cardboard. Mop handles as angles and geometry. Buckets for percentages. Cleaning spray bottle equals chemistry example. Daniel starts understanding. He claps when solving first equation. I actually got it. Janitor. Knew you could. Daniel studies harder each night. Cut to Daniel skipping video games. Setting alarm for study time. Sticky notes on his mirror. Focus. Classmates notice his new determination. Some tease. Trying too hard. Daniel ignores. Keeps working. Cafeteria. He eats quickly, then rushes to study. Teachers notice slight improvement. Science teacher nods approvingly. Daniel's posture more confident. He asks questions in class. Classmates stunned. Teacher praises his curiosity. Daniel beams. Mr. Lewis teaches breathing before exams. Breathe. Focus. Small steps. Daniel tries before quiz. Hands less shaky. Gets C instead of F. He celebrates quietly. Texts Mr. Lewis, "It worked." Janitor replies with thumbs up emoji. Father glances at report card, unimpressed. Daniel doesn't argue. Keeps pushing forward. Late night montage. Coffee, books, sweat. Falling asleep on desk, but waking to study again. Friends invite him out, he declines. Focused only on improving. Library scene. Daniel helps another failing student. They solve problem together. Student thanks him. Daniel feels proud. Confidence building. Principal notices change in discipline. Calls him to office. Good job, Daniel. Keep this up. Daniel smiles, motivated. Bully mocks. Teacher's pet now? Daniel ignores calmly. Mr. Lewis, that's growth. Daniel jogs in morning, clears mind. Writes goals on paper. Ticks boxes after finishing tasks. Midterm week approaches. Daniel whispers mantra. Small steps, big results. Exam hall. Desks lined neatly, tense silence. Daniel enters, holding sharpened pencil. Classmates glance, whisper. He's gonna fail again. Daniel sits, exhales deeply. Remembers janitor's voice. Breathe. Focus. Teacher hands exam paper. Daniel's hands tremble slightly. He closes eyes, steadies himself. First question looks overwhelming. He whispers, small steps. Breaks it down, one piece at a time. Solves first question successfully. A smile creeps across his face. He continues with steady rhythm. Pencil moving quickly, eyes sharper. Other students notice, surprised. Daniel doesn't look up once. Clock ticks loudly, but he stays calm. Teacher raises brows at Daniel's focus. Final question tough, but Daniel attempts anyway. Bell rings, exam ends. Papers collected. Daniel leans back, exhausted but proud. He whispers, I actually finished. Walks out quietly, but classmates stare. Bully mutters, no way he passed. Daniel ignores, slight grin. He rushes to janitor's closet. Mr. Lewis mopping floor, looks up. Well, Daniel, I think I did good. Janitor pats his back. That's all that matters. Waiting montage. Days passing, tension growing. Daniel checks notice board daily. Anxiety visible, biting nails. At night, he dreams of exams. He wakes sweating, then reviews notes again. Finally, results day arrives. Hallway crowded with students. Papers pinned to wall. Daniel pushes through crowd nervously. His heart races. Fingers trace names down the list. He finds his. Big letters. Grade. A-. His eyes widen disbelief. Tears form instantly. Students around gasp. Wait, he passed. Teacher approaches. Well done, Daniel. Classmate claps reluctantly. Crowd murmurs in shock. Bully stunned into silence. Daniel's lips tremble. Smile forms. He runs down hallway. Bursts into janitor's room. Daniel hugs Mr. Lewis tightly. I did it. I passed. Mr. Lewis chuckles warmly. Knew you could. Both laugh. Emotional moment. Principal calls Daniel's father to school. Father walks in, confident stride. Principal hands report card. Father scans paper, frown softens. He looks up confused. These grades belong to my son. Principal nods proudly. Father turns to Daniel. For once, no anger in his eyes. How did you do this? Daniel hesitates, glances at janitor. Father notices, puzzled. Janitor stands quietly in corner. Principal explains, Mr. Lewis has been mentoring him. Father stares at janitor, stunned. A janitor taught my son? Mr. Lewis nods calmly. Silence fills the room. Father slowly extends hand. Then, I owe you thanks. Janitor shakes hand respectfully. Daniel smiles, proud of both men. Later that night, family dinner. Father unusually quiet. Mother notices Daniel smiling. She whispers, I'm proud of you. Daniel nods, joy glowing in his eyes. Father finally speaks, son, I underestimated you. Daniel stunned, first compliment ever. Thank you, Dad. Father clears throat, hiding emotions. Daniel excuses himself after dinner. Runs to janitor's small home near school. Brings him food from dinner table. Mr. Lewis surprised, touched. You didn't have to. Daniel, you're family now. They share meal together, laughing. Mr. Lewis tells stories of his youth. Daniel listens like a son. Next day, assembly at school. Principal announces top grade improvements. Calls Daniel to stage. Daniel walks nervously, students clap. He takes mic. I owe my success to someone unexpected. He points at Janitor and crowd. Gasps echo through hall. Daniel, Mr. Lewis taught me the greatest secret. Focus. Students erupt in applause. Mr. Lewis wipes tears, smiling proudly. Time lapse. Daniel studying harder, excelling. His confidence inspires others. Classmates approach him for help. He tutors small group after school. Janitor watches from doorway, proud. Daniel writes focus on board for students. Word spreads. The billionaire's son helps now. Even bullies join study group. Daniel forgives, teaches patiently. Father notices son's leadership. Invites Daniel to business meeting. Daniel contributes ideas, shocks executives. Father beams with pride, quietly. At graduation, Daniel receives honor roll. Walks stage confidently. Looks at Janitor and audience. They exchange nods, silent bond. After ceremony, Daniel hugs Mr. Lewis. You're my real teacher. Janitor whispers. And you're my proudest student. Years later, Daniel in college, thriving. He visits Mr. Lewis, now retired. Brings him books, gifts, respect. They sit on porch, talking about life. Daniel hands him golden notebook engraved. Focus. Your secret changed my life. Mr. Lewis smiles, tears in eyes. Camera pulls away, showing both men laughing. Screen fades to black.